Hey guys, I'm actually grabbing some milk out of the fridge for the kids and I'm gonna go feed the pigs. So, excuse the shaky camera work here at the beginning. Be right with you. Let me close the door. It's been so stinking humid that even with a dehumidifier running non-stop, it gets humid in there quickly. So try to keep the doors closed as much as possible. Here's your milk, sir.
Thank you.
Say hi to everybody.
Hello.
So let's go feed the pigs. Yeah, just not been able to do live streams as much in the morning.
Dad?
Yeah, bud. Not right now. You can see Prudy over there laying down. Laying down cow, if they're doing it of their own accord, is a good thing. Means they've got enough to eat. They're just sitting there chewing their cud. You see all the chickens coming. So I don't know if you guys have seen the video yet today that I posted this morning, but yeah, had to deal with the skunk yesterday morning. Okay, so you can see the piglets. Let me switch the camera around and show you. So the piglets are just hanging out there in the area they're supposed to be, which is good. So you can see the piglets there and the piglets over there, which is good. And you can see their pool is filled back up. We got dumped on with rain yesterday, so their pool is filled back up. The piglets are all over here. So let's go ahead and feed the piglets, or the pigs. I don't know if you guys probably can't see this, but hey, my Crocs are not to eat. Hey. They have not been this friendly lately. I'm not sure what's going on. Okay, that's what you guys can see. Yeah, leave me alone. There's a dry spot. Okay, let me flip you guys back around. They're all on my toes though. Somebody's here. Who's here? Did I miss a comment? Morning, Valerie. How are you? So, these guys can see the pigs are happy. Yeah, we got a couple thunderstorms came through last night. So here's the problem with pig feed is it's ground up corn. You see in my shorts, they get all dusty. And if you don't notice it, you walk around the rest of the day with corn dust all over you. And people think you're a slob. Anyway, not that I care what people think. Yeah, so you can see the pond, their area, their pool is filled back up. Their little wallows over here are filled back up. 2 big thunderstorms came through last night and just dumped on us, which is good. We need it, so not a bad thing to have happen. Milk this morning. Actually, Aquaman has not been out. So a lot of you guys know that the chicken coop, we close it at night, but there's a pop door on the other side. I don't know if I think you can see it through there. Over there, see the door right there? So they can get out, but the funny part is, a lot of them will stay in there until that door is open, and then they'll start pouring out like that. So it's been light for a while, and they could have gone out, but they'll just wait and come out that door. Silly birds. But yeah, so everything's starting to green up again because we've gotten a good amount of rain the last couple days. And I saw the Pratt's video that was uploaded today about how they're harvesting their garlic, and their ground was so hard that they had a hard time doing it. Well, I'm pretty sure they got dumped on as well, so I should have waited a day or two. Just kidding, they got it done pretty easily. That's one thing I am not good at, is garlic. You guys know I'm not a master gardener by any stretch. I do pretty well with tomatoes and normally zucchinis and cucumbers. Although this year I'm not so sure. But my sunflowers, I don't think got enough water. You can see they're only, here's the sunflowers, they're only 3 feet tall. Whereas Mike's, same sunflower seeds, Mike's are like 8 feet tall. The beans, I still need to harvest the beans. And there's beans down here. I need to get to them before like the rabbits and stuff do. But tomatoes, here we'll go in the garden area. There may actually be some tomatoes that need to be picked. So did I miss any comments? Valerie's the only one who's commented. See, it says there's a couple more people in here. Sound off if you're here. Tell me where you're from, what you're doing. Oh yeah, looks like there might be a couple tomatoes needing to be picked. So you can see what I trimmed along the tomatoes, but I still need to come back through here with the mower and knock these down. So like that tomato is getting close. See, I didn't get these up off the ground, so some of these are gonna end up rotting. This one can come up. I'll probably pull this one too. I think that part of the problem too is, see how they're splitting so much? I think because we had gotten not a whole lot of rain, and now we're getting a ton all in a short period of time, I have a feeling we're gonna have a lot of splitting. Because that's kind of what tomatoes do. Got some tomatoes over here. But again, like, see, this one's like split and not. This will be a pig tomato because it's really split. Looks like there might be, these are the more like the pear type tomatoes. I forget what variety they're called. But these ones, just brush them off and eat right here in the garden. They're so good. There's a couple down here. So maybe this will be turning into feeding the pigs split tomatoes video. I love these things though. So I'll normally just kind of brush them off on my shirt. That's so good. So good. So this one, here's another split one that we can go feed to the pigs. So yeah, but there's a lot of tomatoes that are getting ready, and hopefully, hit the tripod. Hopefully they don't all split. Let's see if I can get over there and show you guys the zucchinis. I think somebody else commented. Morning, JTC Homestead, Central Texas. Top of the morning to you. So that's Central Time Zone. So it's what, 9 o'clock there? If that sounds right. So here's the zucchini. Ow! I'm stepping through prickers. Ooh, there's one right there that might need to be picked. I have not been doing great. Hold on, guys. Not been doing great with the zucchinis. Oh boy. Oh, this is awesome. There's a few in here. Now that I've trimmed that look like they might be ready to pick. So let me, like this one's getting close. I would say, depends on how long you want to leave them. Oh, this is a good one. Here we go. This'll work. Sorry guys, I'm trying to walk and talk. That's a good one, right? That'll work. There's some more that need a few more days, but this one looks good. Let's see, there's another one over here, not quite long enough. And then I'm not seeing a whole lot of cucumbers yet, but I don't know if that's just because everything was all weedy. But like this is a good one. There's more in here, but just need a few more days. Yeah, I don't see any cucumbers right now. The cucumbers, there's a lot of flowers on them, but not a lot in the way of actual fruit that needs to be harvested. So, well, that's good. So, when I was down here trimming the other day, you guys may have seen that video. Let me adjust the camera here, guys. It didn't look like there was much in the way of anything, but this is just a couple days ago. This zucchini looks good. So let's go feed these tomatoes to the pigs. You can see I don't have the dog's collar on, and he wants to be down here with us, right, dog? Says, hey, if you're down here, I want to be down here. Well, that's encouraging. I knew I had some, I had beans to harvest. I didn't realize that there's going to be a zucchini down here, so that's a welcome surprise. Now, there's only 2 tomatoes, so the pigs are going to probably go crazy over them. I may try to smash them up a little bit so we can spread it out. It is super, super humid here today. When I went out this morning before milking, I checked the dew point. The dew point was 70, which is high. It means that it feels muggy to you. Because the humidity percentage is not always the best way to check that. Dew point is a much better measure. So the dew point was 70. The temperature was 70. So there was literally dew descending from the sky and landing on everything, kind of forming everywhere. So when I toss these in here like that, let me see, and I'll toss this one further. Oh, the chicken saw that one, but the pigs didn't. So now that the grass is growing, we'll probably start bringing the walk behind mower over here and mowing some grass and dumping it in there with the pigs. So that always helps with the feed costs as well. But where did I put those? You know what, this one's a little bit small, so I'll chuck that in there with them as well. And they love them. I think the other pocket I've got my little, what's that called? They're like an oblong cherry-sized tomatoes. They're really good. Sorry to eat on camera. So yeah, so that's feeding the pigs this morning. Prudy's just hanging out over there. You can see her? Where's she at? Right there. And I'm actually trying to kind of lower her milk production, because right now I don't have the demand for almost 5 gallons a day. I mean, was pretty close to, or pretty consistently producing 4 3/4 gallons of milk a day. Well, coming up here in the next month or two, I've got a couple days that I'm going to be gone, and for me, oh, morning RG Homestead. Valerie, are we back on? I hope so. So I've got a couple days that I'm going to be gone, and for me to milk almost 5 gallons, it takes 20 to 25 minutes. Most of my help, it takes more like an hour, and Prudy gets a little bit anxious or impatient when standing there for that long, so she's not as good for them as she is for me. So the plan is I'm trying to reduce her milk every day. What's up, Northern Kentucky Homestead? So like the last couple mornings I've been milking about 3.5 gallons. I think if I can get her 3.5 gallons, that would be perfect. Still plenty of milk for me and even the pigs at that matter, but not quite as much for other people to have to try to milk out. So that's what I'm working on right now. But you can see the garden is overgrown. See my broccoli, which I had grown, it's gone to flower. So if you watch 1870s Homestead, they just commented on the Pratt Pack that it's time to start planting fall gardens. And I very seldom do fall gardens. By the time late summer comes around, I don't think to do it. I'm so busy. But I may pull out a lot of this. You can see like this lettuce has gone to flower. I may try to pull a lot of this out and plant some spinach and stuff like that. Some more kale or chard. You can see the bugs have gotten to this. I haven't seen any lately. And the good news is I haven't seen tomato hornworms lately. These are the volunteer tomatoes. And you can see there's a ton of little cherry tomatoes on here. Now, I don't know how many we're going to get that will actually ripen because they're so densely planted, because there's just a ton of them, but they're yummy, or they will be. And then you can see down in here, starting to get some cherry tomatoes ripe. Same thing, man, I just love eating. There's nothing better than fresh tomatoes, especially cherry tomatoes, right out of the garden. So I'm hoping that in the next few weeks here, I'm gonna give this one to the chickens. I don't know if you guys can hear that. There's a bee over here someplace. Oh, there it is. Can you guys see the bee? It's a bumblebee. Let me see if I turn the camera around. There it is. Man, it's a loud flyer. Looks like it's drunk on something too. So, late at day, what's going on? Oh no. So late at day, did you watch the whole Matt Carricker video? Because that was a joke. I love Matt Carricker. I think he's great. So yeah, so these, and it's one of those things where I've got to start. See, this one's already split. You guys see that? So if you notice who follows me, oh, the chickens. There you go. And they'll find it and they'll eat it and they'll love it. But yeah, they're splitting crazy because there's so much water right now. Oh, I dropped one. And that's when you can tell they're super ripe, is when you hardly touch them and they drop off. He makes great videos late at day. I've got nothing against Matt. So all the tomatoes are coming in here. We got a couple bigger tomato plants, but a lot of cherry tomatoes in here. So you can see just loaded with tomatoes, ready to go crazy. And like every once in a while I'll see one way in there that I couldn't reach from the other side, like this one. Problem is, unless there's a lot ripe, they go into my mouth like that and they don't make it inside. So I gotta bring the kids out here so they can have some too. But ooh, may have been a big one right here. That one ready? Oh, that's a good one. Oh, it's got rot on the bottom. See it? Bummer. Chickens will eat it. Aquaman can have some free feed for his chickens. So I just figured I'd come and while I was feeding the pigs and checking the garden, bring you guys along. I see there's like 8 people in here now. Did I miss anyone else? So, yeah. Anyway, though. Oh, I left the zucchini where the chickens could get it. Fortunately, it doesn't look like they did get it. So, anyway, I'm going to head inside. Unless you guys have any quick questions for me before I head out. I just like doing live streams. They're fun. Get off of my stairs, chicken. Come on, move it. Move it along. Nothing to see here. Let's go. Hey, off the farm. How you doing? Yeah, so I'm going to head in here in a second unless there's any questions. Just want to let the dog out, feed the pigs, check the garden. Super duper happy to find this. And yeah, 20 minutes later, I'm going to go charge up my phone a little bit and enjoy the rest of the day. I think we're going to head out to the bike store because we got to get a bike tuned up for Aquaman. So, thank you guys for watching, and I will see you guys in the next one. Have a good one, Northern Kentucky. Thanks. And we out.